Hi, and welcome to Aunt Martha's virtual presentation on outreach. My name is Elise, and I am a crisis responder with Aunt Martha's CCBYS Cook South team. As a responder, I respond to calls at police stations, schools, and local hospitals. Today, I will be discussing with you who we are at CCBYS, what we do, and how we can help you. CCBYS stands for Comprehensive Community-Based Youth Services. We offer crisis interventions to youth ages 10 through 17 years of age. We work with two populations, mandated, which are youth ages 11 through 17 who are runaways, lockouts, or beyond parents' control. These are youth we consider crisis cases. These cases required on-site response. We also work with discretionary population, which are youth ages 10 through 17. These are normally referral cases. These are non-crisis cases with youth who are referred to our program because they are at risk of crisis. We offer 24/7, 365 days a year around-the-clock services. We service Grundy, Kane Kendall, South and West Cook, Kankakee, Will, and Vermilion County. We provide crisis intervention and responses, screenings, assessments, individual, family, and group counseling, as well as advocacy. Anytime you have a youth in the station and you do not know what to do with them, you can give us a call. Those youth will be youth who are runaways, youth who are locked out by their parent or guardian, any out-of-state runaways with no active warrants in their home state or in the state of Illinois, any youth that were in the missing person database but have been taken out since then, any youth whose mental health is beyond control of their parent and present a danger to themselves or anyone else. If you know a youth who does not meet any of those requirements but may be in need of services, you can refer the family to us. We will reach out and offer services. We do not work with youth in care of DCFS or youth under the age of 10 years old in crisis calls. Now I will discuss with you how to call in a crisis. First, we ask you call the parent or guardian and have them come to the station. Next, you will call our 24-hour crisis line at 708-679-8100. When you call, provide the following information: the name of the minor, their date of birth, their home address where they actually stay, not the address of where they've been staying if they are a runaway or a lockout. We ask that you provide if they are a youth in care, the city you're calling from, and your direct contact information. Once the call is placed, the on-call responder will call you back within 15 minutes. Now I will discuss with you how we respond to calls. The on-call responder will gather information over the phone. Once the call is mandated, meaning the responder says that they will be on site to respond to the crisis, the responder has 60 minutes, 90 minutes if it's a rural area, to arrive on site. Once on site, they will need a private space to speak with the youth and their family. From there, they will go over the CCBYS process, any consequences or legal ramifications due to the crisis. Our number one goal is to reunify the youth with their family. If we are unable to do so, we offer alternative temporary placement. One of the temporary placements are family-generated placement. This is a placement where the youth and family come up with and they both agree upon for the youth to stay during what we call as a cooling off period. A cooling off period usually lasts for 1 to 2 days while we give the youth and the family time to cool off and then we follow up with the family and provide services. Another placement that we use are our shelters. We work with 2 shelters, Ignite in Chicago and Shelter Inc. In Palatine for boys and Schaumburg for girls. Our shelters do not accept youth under the age of 10 years old. If we are to transport a youth out of the station, we would need limited custody. We obtain limited custody through a document we call a MIRA. A MIRA stands for Minors Requiring Authoritative Intervention. Without this document, we cannot leave the station with the youth. We also accept MIRAs as a form of a referral for youth who are at risk of crisis. If we are unable to get the youth back home or into a temporary alternative placement, our last step is to call DCFS and have them take protective custody of the youth. During this pandemic, we have continued to provide services to our youth and parents with support groups. Our support groups are held via Zoom. We meet twice a month for parent support group and client support groups. Participants receive incentives and are able to speak with guest speakers. This brings us to the end of our presentation. Feel free to contact me via email or cell for any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you and stay safe.